The reality is, though, some of you are more fully expressed in your value than others. It's not that someone is not as valuable. It's not that someone else is not superior. It's just that some of you have understood that it's an internal game. And because you know that it's an internal game, you're like, how can I become more fully expressed? And this is the work that I teach. You're not attracting abundance. So let's just get that out of our minds right now. You're expressing abundance. When you express value, when you express you, when you express your power, when you express your love, when you express your light, that is an energetic match for some things. So are you attracting it in a sense? Yes, we technically have attractor fields. We have fields around us that are either saying, yes, this is a resonance, or no, this is something that is repelling. This is not a match. That's just what is. But are you going to sit in your bed and not do the things differently and then all of a sudden start attracting something? No, it's from within first. And that's what we have to understand, is that it's our energy. And our energy happens when we shift what we believe is true, what we believe about ourselves, what we believe about life. And what I want you to look at in your life is, how fully expressed are you? Now, you're going to reach a point where you're like, I feel like I'm living in my fullest expression right here, right now. But that's when the shift happens. And then there's even more, because you're infinite. You're infinite. So you have to look at the ways in which you limited yourself as not infinite, as limited. You have to look at your agreements. I was telling my ladies in Divine Overflow, and I finally figured out that this thing is called an archaeologist. I still haven't Googled it, but you all know the people that are at the sites in the dirt, in the rocks, and they're picking up the fossils. They're picking up the fossils. They pick it up with the little tweezers, and then they put it in a little tray with these little gentle brushes that can't damage or break anything. They're not just picking it up, shaking it off and looking at it. I mean, they're fine-tooth combing it. That's the level of dedication and care that needs to come through for you to be really showing up as a fuller expression. Because if you're not looking at your beliefs like that and calling them out and deciding this is not true, I'm no longer agreeing to this, I'm no longer moving in the track that is made from this decision and this belief about myself. If you don't do that, not a lot will change. And it takes that spiritual stamina we talked about to be willing to look at things that way. Because I'll tell you this, it will mess with your reality. And not only does it mess with your reality, it's going to mess with your partner's reality sometimes, with your kids' reality, with other people's reality, because they'll be like, wait. We've had this agreement for so long. And now you want to think that that's true? I don't know if I believe that. And your fuller expression, that's part of your abundance, can trigger people because they might get to see another version of you. There's a version of you that's so passionate. There's a version of you that is a bit more sensual, seductive. There's a version of you that's a bit more loud and excited. There's a version of you that loves to share and sell your things. Because we're all here in this giant marketplace called life. So we want to welcome all of us forward, because that is our abundance. And when I'm working with women, I can see where some of them are just keeping their abundance locked back here in the closet. And they're like, yeah, but I don't want to bug anyone. I don't know how they're going to respond. They're expecting me to behave this way in this box. Well, that box, you haven't been really expressing your abundance in that box. That box isn't allowing you to be all that you could be. So we have to be the wreckers of these boxes. Yes.